are one and we stand together when it seems all hope is gone. When people's lives are shattered and they've lost the will to go on, we reach out to the helpless, and with each passing day we help them to rebuild their lives. This is the Red Cross way. On to the future, committed and proud, inspired by our noble history as we face the future now, alleviating human suffering and uplifting human dignity. Let every volunteer know our mission everywhere. The Red Cross then and tomorrow, always fast, always ready, always
new fundraising trends, techniques, skills, but I also am able to share my knowledge and build the capacity of other national societies.
And this Apfn is a common platform for countries like Nepal, because we are learning so much in different years and different ideas, and we get inspired by the presentations and networking here.
It's a family network, and it has always been providing a tremendous opportunity to all of us to learn the innovative, structured.
And it was really a very great experience for me. And not only to meeting new friends and old friends here, but it's very important for us as fundraisers.
And I think it's a really nice meeting, and I really treasure a lot because I've learned quite a number of experience, learned some experience from different countries.
Apfn is the platform who link all the national societies to develop their capacity in terms of fundraising department.
I attended this workshop, and it is very much fruitful for me and for the National Society also.
Since we started taking part in the Asia Pacific Fundraisers Network, we were able to learn so much good experiences from our national societies.
Yeah, it was all that I expected of, and I believe that all the objectives were achieved.
I have seen that I'm lucky enough to have come a little bit earlier to see how you have been working and how you came up with the real learnings from the whole workshop. So all very old colleagues are here. This is a very wonderful occasion for me to welcome you. I have the impression that technically we are definitely improving on that. But then from all those things, we have to come up with more organized and more specific, more scientific methods of fundraising, and we have really to learn how to be assured of managing our resources for the type of objectives we are working.
Of course, when it comes to financial sustainability, is not only the one business from one country. This is all our common challenge of each of national society.
So maybe also call on Mr. John Homin, acting chair of Apfn, head of fundraising at the Korean Red Cross.
Welcome to beautiful city Kathmandu. As an acting chair of Apfn, I welcome all of you to attend Apfn meeting BICAP. Some of these participants attended from the far.
And sometimes there is much investment, but happens to be that there is not much money as a result.
I also extend My gratitude to Ms. Juzakim, Head of IFRC Country Office, and Mr. Andre Packwood, Head of Mission ICRC, Nepal, for their invaluable support.
Yeah, ready.
So before we get started, I just wanted to talk through some aims. I tried raising money by asking for it. It's about attracting many supporters. And that's from the...
Did you mention the internal opportunity?
It's depends. Do we have anything to add or any questions so far? It's a weakness. Our history is quite responding to how.
This one is very difficult for me, and also it is boring, I can say, of the Thai Red Cross Society.
Just a town, there's Ballarat Foundation where I live, it's a small one, but
how it is possible to get so much grant from
use Red Cross Global Life. So I just decided to, why don't we make a new type of logo to delivering a new way of delivering message like this.
And secondly, going forward for the major donors, so did you also have a similar approach exactly what we do, and then you can attract them to a member of ours because...
I didn't know that well about Red Cross about 3 years ago. But for the past 3 years, I finally found that there are a lot of possibilities and also there are a lot of problems in this network.
The ones that everyone knows. Example, you have as a program that is a combination of a service, but a program could be related to the training program.
So what we are trying to do, and for the last 10 years or 12 years, I think with the also Japanese Red Cross, we tried in the old days, they just
independent, and that's technical level, technical working group. They are very strong, but
its own resources at least to maintain its core business, even if external support is not provided.
And now what I can see, membership fee, it's very important.
As a leadership that is knowledgeable of all the policies.
As we face the future now.
I think our domestic people would go crazy, and I would be in all kinds of trouble. So I don't deal with them. It's only the foundations where they have earmarked a certain amount of money that is specific.
But then if you need to propose.
Because right now we know the technology, we all use solutions and we check with a lot of...
One of the things we do for our loyalty bonds as well is we have this really cliche choosing, but as the money's coming out, so it's subject.
The retype.
We send the don't care, you don't like the video, we send.
I've just put a few slides together. When I got in on Monday night, Jerina said, Bridget, a little bit about myself. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Bridget Middenway Bloemel. I always carry my maiden name Middenway because that...
So you see if there's any similarities.
Also kind of on the emotional pillars.
Not necessarily thinking about what they would need in order to actually get this across.
Footprints of the organization, and then water recycling. Use the Excel spreadsheet. Keep it just only for us, and also regular giving is very much protected in terms of income.
Thank
you, Jason.
But it's
exposed through paid media due to lack of budget. We're just delivering our messages.
If they've ever needed any support,
essentially, I started my career only in, I have a communications background, but I started my career solely in advocacy.
The problem in my country right now is
then you're going to participate in. The new donors that which Thailand is brave enough to do that. Are they different groups? No, you change their mind. If the system, I just bring, you know how many databases they have? Push drive the messages. This is it. Thank you.
Share is one of very important feature in some parts of the world. So, and obviously there are people like yourself.
Why do we have to spend
finance, which you'll hear about a little bit this morning?
Advice in a situation like Bahrain or most of the Islamic countries.
Non-religious, and that does include the gay and lesbian community. And I think that's something to
consider. Donation for families and expatriate community within Bahrain. And also, I removed those, the other one, which is really will help them to really adjust the situation and really, and that's what happened.
Is in a toddler phase. It's just moving on the corporate social responsibility parties in the toddler phase, and we knowing what their interests are, as Matthew is an expert on this.
So how are we going to raising their interest? How are we going to raising their contribution from our leadership? And the SecGen it is big issues for all of us.
Members came up with, as Junho shared on the first day, it has 3 strategic pillars.
This would include the advocacy and resource mobilisation to be included as part of a programmatic approach.
If you're looking at launching a major giving programme at the beginning of the year, you can engage with the APs.
How to preempt questions from senior management around risk. If you have samples to show them, they'll definitely be open to looking at it.
Face-to-face development toolkits.
Talking about this group sessions.
To talk through what has failed and obviously ways then that you can avoid that yourselves. How do we improve sharing? How do we call for support in the process of launching something new?
I'll be the first one and the most important one, and that is something that was in the mind of those people who were there in the very first meeting of the Asia Pacific Fundraising Network.
Such a task force or be on the task force, just so that we're really hitting the ground running.
Excuse me for I'm not that organized. And
when it seems all hope is gone, when people's lives are shattered and they've lost the will to go on, we reach out to the helpless, and with each passing day we help them to rebuild their lives. This is the Red Cross way. On to the future, committed and proud, inspired by our noble history as we face the future now, alleviating human suffering and uplifting human dignity. Let every volunteer know our mission everywhere. The Red Cross then and tomorrow, always first, always ready, always there. When the world no longer watches, we do what must be done.
May I call our Secretary General to celebrate this one?
In a quest to spread compassion with all our hearts, we sing
I'm simply the witness.